too much snow, ice or whatever you call it. Whoa. Good morning, America.
Braai Bushcraft. Alright everybody, my name is Hunter. I'm out here for my second ever YouTube video. I'm going to take on the historical storm of 2026 January. See if we can make it through the night. So let's go braai and bushcraft. Alright, so I'm going to try and build a bushcraft tent right here and see if we can get it done. Got my bushcraft spine, all cloth, heavy duty tarp here. So it's a 10 by 10 and should stand up to rain, snow, ice, sleet, whatever comes our way. I'm going to be pitching it up over here, and I'm going to clean the floor first and then show you guys how I pitch the tent. Alright, so I'm going to be using these 10 pins from Bushcraft Spain, and a few of these that I'm going to be using to set the tarp up. I'm going to start here, second one from the corner, and then let's see if this whole thing actually works the way they say it should. I'm going to just put this on top of my stick so the stick doesn't poke a hole through the tarp. So that's kind of the way that we want to, it normally gets set up. But what I'm going to do to make the hole a little smaller, to keep in more heat, I'm going to change it like this. And I want to stake this one down, and that leaves me the option of connecting those two a little closer. And I'm also going to grab a poncho and throw the poncho over this front side, try and keep the heat in there as well too. I'm going to try and see if I can make me a door with this poncho. I'm going to take a rock, put it in the hood, tie it off, tie it up here to the bottom part of the shelter, tie it off to the sides so that I can make a door with that. As you guys can probably note, I have a tripod now, which is making my life a lot easier. Last thing I want to do to get the shoulder ready for the night is I want to get a tarp up over here. So there's a tree which I can tie one corner to. There's another tree where I can tie the other corner to. The third corner I want to tie it to the ground, stake it down so it can hopefully, you know, everything can slide off it. But I'm missing the fourth one, so I'm going to make a bipod. That's the two pieces of wood I just cut now. Make a bipod to get that fourth leg, you know, up in the air as well too. It's definitely time to make a fire. You cannot braai without some lamb. And when I prepare lamb, I always start with a little bit of vinegar. Not too much. Tenderizes it very nicely. Now you just let it stand for a little bit so that all the flavors can get in. There we go. Got that covered. A little bit of chicken. Making a whole course, like 4-course meal here tonight. Use these little Nalgene bottles. Some oil, different spices, they work very well. A little bit of South African spices. Any South Africans watching this will know. Giving it a good bit here tonight. There we go. I'll do it. And I always put stuff in Ziploc bags. It just gives it an extra layer of protection. Alright, so we've got the chicken, we've got the lamb, and then we're going to throw a little bit of a couple of beer brats with that. Yeah, so in here I've also got my little gas bottle for the jet boil. I'm also planning to put my phone and my power bank in there as well tonight. Alright, we're good to go. Right, I'm doing the lamb first because I want the lamb to be at the highest heat. And I know that my friends from South Africa is going to say, that's not a rooster. And you are correct. It is not. This is America, this is called a broiler rack. Ever heard of such a thing? But it's going to do the job. We'll get it done.
That's so good. Look at that. Amazing. Wow. That's perfect. Alrighty, so this is what my little bedroom looks like for the night. So we'll see what happens. Alright y'all, final update of the day. That's funny, you can see my breath. Anyways, firstly I've got the same sleeping gear as I have last week, with the wool blanket, 2 wool blankets, and 2 wool blankets, and then I've got this little swagman roll in the middle of it. Just gives me a windproof barrier. And then I put it all in a bivy bag, as you can see. And the reason is, if you look here at the roof of my little shelter, you can see all the condensation happening. Now I don't know if that's gonna, drip at some point in the night, but it's definitely super cold and wet-ish. When I'm warm and I touch it, then it becomes wet. And I think I came up with the most genius plan ever. That's where my feet's supposed to be now. It's hard to see, but if you look here, it's sagging because of all the weight on it, from the snow and ice. You can see it peeking through there in the corner. So what I've done is, in that corner, I don't know if you can see it, but in that corner right there I stuffed my backpack so that it holds it up a little, and then this end I put this cooler box, because what it does is it just gives me that little pocket right next to it where I can put my feet without the snow laying on my feet and really making it cold and miserable. Same basic stuff in the tent. It's my charger block. There's obviously the pole. There's my gear, my SME bag. You can see my latches working. We've got a little inside outside. Turn this thing around. Alright, I hope this works like this. Yep, so I've got 2 layers clothing on tonight. I remembered my reflective pad, so that's fantastic. I have 2 layers on, so I've got a layer under my layer, so I've got an extra layer of clothing I didn't have last week, and then I've got my pad that I wanted to bring, and I've got the bivy bag. So I hope all of this means that we can have a great night. See you all in the morning. Good morning, everybody. Obviously the tent is too covered. You can't see through it, so the light is on for the camera. It's lit fantastic. Let's go see what it looks like outside. Good morning, America. This is my little bedroom. It's now a lot smaller because it's covered. As you can see here, this is all my bed still. Bedroom, whatever you call it, shelter. And then those two little knobs is my backpack and my cooler. And that's how I was able to not freeze my feet off. That's really awesome. And then, oh gosh, I mean, it's just a winter wonderland out here. My rock. Look at that. Chair was knocked over, of course, because too much snow, ice or whatever you call it, back at the tarp. Time to make a fire. Alright, got the fire going. Whew, I used some matches this morning. Couldn't film it, it's too cold. I had to get this thing going ASAP. There we go. In case you were interested, my experiment worked. And the cooler was able to insulate the stuff in it. So there we go. We're looking forward to this. This is what you call karringmelk beskuit. Now there is nothing like it. I can explain it to you. I can't tell you to go and get something to, that's similar. My wife made these for us. It's absolutely amazing. All I can suggest is find yourself a South African and make friends with them, and then maybe they'll make you some beskuit. Cool you down in the snow a bit. Dip it straight up in your coffee. Now this is a breakfast of champions. Good. I'm going to enjoy my beskuit, and then when I'm done, I'll pack up and get out of here. The freezing rain or sleet or whatever you call it, it's not bad, but as soon as you get a little heat, then you melt it, then you get wet, then you freeze again. It's a mess. So I'm going to enjoy my beskuit. I'm going to head out of here. Thanks for watching, guys. I'll see you next time.